Great to have you along with us. Another Friday night at the stadium. I'm Jim Hughes. We got J.R. Laftner. Tough contest for the Wildcats tonight. Oak Park in town. And, yes, it's great to have you along with us. J.R., what's the breakdown for Oak Park?
Well, Oak Park is having an incredible season. So far, they're undefeated, 7-0, 5-0 in the OAA. Looks like they've got a pretty good grasp on the OAA Red conference. So Wildcats have got an uphill battle. They're going to have to win tonight to have a chance to qualify for the state tournament.
It's a must-win for the Wildcats, and we discussed that last week. Cats came off of a tremendous victory last week. And, you know, I thought about this question on the way up here. I was just wondering, you come off of a victory with that high a score, is it hard to, you know, I mean, obviously it's an emotional high, but you come into a game like this where you got to be really more on your A game, I would have to say.
Well, and you got to look at the opponent. You know, there's no question that Oak Park is a much different opponent than Southfield Lathrop that they played last week. So they got to get up. This is a game that they're going to get up for, much like a Lake Orion contest or a Farmington Harrison contest.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
And you know what? They played their best two games this year against those two opponents, so they played up to their level. So they're going to have to do that tonight to have a chance to beat this Oak Park team. They're good, they're fast, and they got a lot of players that transferred into that school in the last 2 years because of their new head coach.
Southfield Lathrop, if we remember looking across the field, they hardly had a lineup over there on the far side. And you look at Oak Park, they got as many as Oxford here. So the fatigue factor might not even be something that we want to even think about. But I know Oxford plays that third and fourth quarter football.
Well, make no mistake about it. Greg Carter is a legendary coach in Michigan high school football. And when he went over to Oak Park, many kids wanted to line up and go there, and some sat out for a full season just to have the opportunity. So this is a top-notch coach. It's a well-coached ball team, and it's going to be a well of a ball game. I'm sure Coach Raleigh has his squad ready to go. It looks like Oxford has won the toss, and they're going to receive the ball.
Drew Jackson on the kick.
Back to receive for the Wildcats is typically Brendan Orr and number 31, Mitchell Tilley. So let's see how things work out. I think that's Brendan Orr back there. It looks like it might be Jeremy White, 22. So,
and we are already getting indications that there's problems with the clock.
Well, we won't worry about that. That's the official's problem. We're gonna concentrate on what's happening down there because I expect this to be a hard-hitting, exciting ball game. And
pound the rock.
Yeah, it's going to be a pound the rock situation. But I really believe that if the Wildcats don't go with their A game as far as the offense and open up that offense tonight, that they're going to be in for trouble because this is a very good ball team.
Good enough there. Not bad at all. Hope you're having a good one. And I tell you, for our video team, again, we also want to extend our thanks who've battled the elements over the last few weeks. And obviously tonight, a bit on the chilly side. We're looking at mid-fall, but the weather is definitely football weather. No rain in our forecast. So I'm sure our video team is quite happy with that, not having to have their cameras all bundled up with plastic. Good to have you guys on board tonight. Again, making the broadcast just look stupendous with obviously all the things that have been going along with the instant replays. Again, want to thank Mr. Holliday and his staff downstairs putting it all together for us. And our own Ken LaPlace on site tonight. Great to have you along with us. It's Oxford football. About ready to hit the kickoff, and I think they'll get this thing underway regardless of a clock or not. We've had a few problems with that clock over the last few weeks. JR.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Oak Park, and the kick is low. It's going to be fielded by number 22. That's White. White, he got a lot of room. There goes White up the middle, all the way out to the 40 and over the 40-yard line.
And he fumbled it looks like.
It looks like you're going to call him down, but let's see what the officials indicate here.
He did drop it when he hit.
But I think he was already down. His momentum was stopped. It looks like Oxford's going to retain possession of the football. So that was a little bit scary, and I'm sure coaches will certainly. Let's watch this. White had a big opening right here, right up the hash mark. Look at that opening. He got through there quickly, got hit, and went down. So he was down before the ball came out, so no problem for the Wildcats there.
Mario Morris on the kick for Oak Park, and he booted it well, so that's always something we're going to watch out for tonight.
All right, Glacier Wellington under center. Goes to the up back. That's Adorn, typically. Zach Adorn, 45 on the carry. Looks like he got about 2 yards on the play. So Wildcats going straight ahead with that pound the rock mentality early in the contest. Glacier Wellington, the sophomore quarterback, been your quarterback all season long. If you remember last year, he stepped in for an injured senior quarterback, did a great job leading the Wildcats into the playoffs. Wellington looks over the D. Hands the ball off to number 19. That's Logan. Logan runs into the line kind of tentatively. The hole was there, and it just kind of closed up, Jim. You got 2 yards on it.
Yeah, exactly. As I say, Oxford trying to get an offensive charge here as they make their opening bid against Oak Park.
The Oak Park Knights are having a super season so far this year. They've beat everybody that they've come in contact with.
Now, did they play Farmington Hills Harrison? How they fare there? Oh, you said that.
Harrison.
Oh, yeah, 7-0 and 5-0. I guess we don't have to
they already
ask
played
the
Harrison.
question.
Yep.
They won every game.
And straight ahead to Hadorn. Hadorn gets another 2 yards, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 4 for the Wildcats early in the contest, right at midfield.
Big guys on that side. If you take a look, I mean, they got some pretty good size, and it looks like they got a pretty good, strong team over there.
Well, the Wildcats are going to have a 4th and 6, so I think the coach is going to bring in Wesley Maskell, number 44, to punt the ball. Smart decision to try to change his field position. You don't want to turn the ball over too early for the Wildcats here.
Michael Cleveland back and John Kelly.
Good snap. Wesley gets the ball, gets a nice boot up. It's up in the air high. Hits one of the Oak Park guys.
He knows
but
to
it
pick
bounces
it up.
right to number 15. He's running with it, doing a lot of
wow.
jump around. Looks like a fumble on the play.
Still
Let's see
dancing.
what they call.
Number 15, Michael Cleveland.
That's Michael Cleveland on the carry. He was
doing like a round robin out there.
Yeah, he was all over. So Wildcats.
Great boot.
Good job on the punt coverage.
Great boot by Masco.
Put that window back in. Okay, so going to bring first down up for Oak Park. Oak Park Knights. Quarterback by number 10, I believe, Nate Sims. Let's see what we got here. Oak Park Knights off to a great season. No, we got Johnson as our quarterback, 5'9", 155-pound senior. Running straight ahead's number 4, John Kelly. He gets about 1 yard on the play.
John Kelly, Kelly and Company, if you remember that.
Now, Jim, the quarterback's name is Delonte.
Where do we have that?
Delonte.
Yeah, you had it. Yeah, Delonte Johnson.
Delonte Johnson, number 11, is your quarterback.
We had some challenging names last week, if you
A
recall.
lot of seniors on this ball club. I think
Yeah.
they have a chance to go far in the state tournament, and I'm sure they believe they do as well. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Knights. Johnson in the backfield. In the shotgun formation. Gets the snap. Hands the ball up again to number 4. That's
And
John
he is
Kelly.
off to the races.
Kelly hit a hole. Been held on to right there.
John Kelly carries the ball.
Looked like number 14.
Should get a first
That's
down
Nate-
on that, I believe.
Nate Brubaker stopped a touchdown there, holding on. It is a first down, however, for the Oak Park Knights.
Clock's still not running, so we are not quite sure exactly where we are in the first quarter of play. We could just assume.
For one of you that are out there that have an extra $20,000, $25,000 and would like to donate it so that we can get a updated clock, this clock's been here it came over from the old school, so it's been here a long time. So Johnson in the backfield, going to bring up a first down and 10, ball at the 30-yard line. Snap is good, handoff again to Kelly. Kelly goes straight ahead for 2 yards. You're going to bring up a 2nd down and probably close to 7. Looks like you got 3 on the carry.
We covered the swim match last night. I had to answer a question about that building over there, and I just hope I got it right, JR. Was that now that you said that's going to be a building for the opposing team, and it's also going to be a building for storage? Someone said, are you going to sell tickets over there as well for that gate?
No, that's a press box for the visiting club, storage for the community or for the district,
Right.
and a team room in case of inclement weather
Okay.
for the visiting team.
Someone said they should open that gate up over there. I'm like, yeah, I
We're
don't
going to bring
think
up
so.
2nd down and 7. Hand off to Kelly. Kelly caught in the backfield by number 45 for the Wildcats. 45, that's
We're the unnamed.
Zach Adorn.
Zach Adorn.
Nice play by Zach Adorn. Loss of 6 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 12. Adorn was in the backfield as soon as he got the handoff. Great job by 45. Wildcat defense going to be tested tonight because this Oak Park team is got a lot of seniors on it. They got a lot of speed, and they're a very good ball team.
Well, it seems like they're getting off to a pretty good start so far, obviously holding them back in their end of the field, getting ready for the snap.
Yeah, very good. You remember that from last week.
I thought of that all the way up here.
Ball on the 27-yard line, 3rd and 12, closer to 13. Johnson in the backfield, calling out the signals, looking over the defense. Snap is good. He back to throw. Ball's thrown very short. He had a lot of pressure in the backfield. Good job by the Wildcat. Looks like Tusky back there. Looked like Adorn back there. Great pressure by the Wildcats. Number 54, Michael Tusky, was in the backfield causing havoc along with Adorn. Caused that ball to be thrown short. Going to force a punt, Jim.
There you go. No score in the first quarter of action. We're, again, not sure quite where we are time-wise. I guess in the next quarter I could put our stopwatch on here on the cell phone. Maybe that'll work out for us.
We got Brendan Orr in the back to receive the punt. Wildcats going to have their second possession of the game here. Snap is good. Punter gets it out. It's a very short, high kick, angled over towards the sideline.
Wow.
Wildcats are going to have outstanding field position.
That thing went up.
Ball's going to be at the Oak Park 45-yard line. So on the change of possession, the Wildcats gain 5 yards. So nice job by the defense there.
That ball got lofted up.
And I got a feeling that punter hasn't had to punt the ball very much this year.
Probably not. Got to say, last night we covered swimming. It was senior night. Great night there at the Natatorium. Hughesy called that one. Rod Charles did that night before, and it was awesome to see all the swimming. And you can catch that on OCTV as well. Just wanted to throw that out there. Some of the parents do have students on the football team as well.
Wellington takes the snap, hands the ball off to number 42. That's Ben Line. Ben Line puts his head down and pushes the pile ahead for about a 4-yard gain. Nice aggressive run by Ben Line, number 42. You got kind of a power back in Ben Line and a speed back in 19, Logan. So it's a nice salt and pepper mix up there in the backfield for the Wildcats.
Exactly.
Going to bring up a 2nd down and 6. Wildcats with their second possession here in the first quarter. No score as of yet. Hadorn in front of line. Wellington with the handoff. Over the line. Line with a big hole. Line gets over the 35-yard line for a first down. Benny Line showing some explosion. You know, Benny was the starting tailback in the opening contest against Lake Orion. In the second contest, on the very first play of the game, he went out with an injured ankle. And he's just now back to 100%. And if you haven't heard that story before, or if it sounds familiar, that's exactly what happened to his brother his senior year. Came back his senior year, very healthy and had an outstanding season. That's Prescott Line.
Prescott. Oh, yeah, well, echoes from our past and one of the Oxford great players that will go down in history.
Wellington hands the ball off to number 45. Look at Adorn push that pile.
Wow.
Adorn will not be denied. Gets about a 6-yard gain there. Zach Adorn. And it's kind of cool because we talked about the Line family and the Adorn family as well. There's been a couple of Adorns don the hallways of Oxford High School and, you know, in wrestling and football as well.
You'll see that with families here. You know, they'll have a bunch of, students here. And the thing about it is that's kind of what inspired the Hall of Fame is they come back, you know.
Absolutely. Glacier Wellington looks over the D. Line stays in the backfield with Adorn. Wellington hand the ball off to Ben Line. Ben Line looking for that first down. Gets the ball over the 25. He's going to be very close to the first down. Looks like he's going to be about a foot short. Good aggressive run by Ben Line.
Oak Park, now I'm not saying they looked shocked, but they are looking at, they probably didn't quite expect this pound the rock offense going down the field.
Well, if anyone's scouted the Oxford Wildcat football team or read anything about it or knows anything about Bud Raleigh, they know about the pound the rock. So it's just a matter of whether our offensive line can handle their defensive line.
Right.
When I look at the sizes on paper, we match up pretty well. So let's see what happens here. Dorn going for that first down. He's got it on second effort. Great job by number 45, Zach Adorn. That's what the Wildcats are going to need to do. They're going to need to grind out the clock. They're going to need to get first down by running the ball. If they get into a shootout, we're not built that way. We're not built to shoot games out. But, if you're going to grind it out, you're going to go nose to nose, mouth to mouth. That's what we're built for, and we're doing a nice job so far here in the first quarter.
And again, I mean, we beat a powerhouse right off the gate. You guys had that on TV with Farmington Hills Harrison, and they're always ones to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. They're down a little bit this year. They've got 3 losses. But nonetheless, it's a hell of a great program. Oops. Okay, Wellington.
Beep.
Holds the ball, rolls out to his right. He's got some room to run if he wants to do it. Beats one man, gets around the corner.
First
Wellington
down.
inside the 10. Wellington, nice job, gets down to the 8-yard line. Going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Oxford Wildcats. Nice job at Wellington there, Jim, beating the man on the outside.
Looks really good on the run over there and hanging on to the keeper, doing very well with Oxford.
There's a look at the Oxford High School Wildcat band and the crowd. A little bit chilly out here tonight, so the crowd's a little small, but
not raining,
it's very
though.
dry.
Yeah,
so.
Not raining. I mean, you had to. I know the video crew is quite happy about that. And
going to bring up a 1st and goal. Ball on the 8-yard line. Wellington hands the ball off to Ben Line. Ben Line pushing hard. Ben Line breaking tackles. Ben Line pushing. No signal. There's the signal. Touchdown. Benny Line with his 2nd touchdown of his high school career.
You know, that was happening last week when they were moving the whole pack. It's like the whole pack moved into the end zone. It's kind of amazing. It's a neat sight, actually.
Well, and you know, the offensive linemen are taught, don't stop. Keep pushing. If you're up on your feet, you keep pushing forward. So the whole offensive line with Ben Line pushing them gets into the end zone for the Wildcats to take the lead 6-0 with 4:07 to go here in the opening quarter.
That's a good sign. The clock seems to be running this year, and not bad at all. We'll go for the extra one.
Nelson on for the extra point, and it's good. So the Wildcats, with 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter, come out on top 7-0.
Not bad at all. Good stuff. Oxford football pounding the rock. Oxford and Oak Park tonight. A strong Oak Park team, as we've mentioned early on. As I say, it's still something you got to keep a lookout for. Great to have you along with us on Oxford Community TV. You can check any of our programming out and these football games, swim meets, anything, OCCTV.org. Go to Peg Central, OCCTV.org, Peg Central.
That was a look at our dance team for Oxford High School. A lot of enthusiasm here in the stands with these students. If you haven't been out to a ball game in a while, get here. It's a great atmosphere. There's a lot of changes going on at the stadium, some new buildings being put up.
Yeah.
Just an outstanding job by our administration making the stadium state-of-the-art.
Did we hear what happened to the young lady from last week?
Yeah, she slipped and hit an I-beam down in the stands.
Is she okay now?
She cut her head. She had 4 staples put in.
Yeah.
Little concussion action. She is on the sidelines tonight, but she won't be cheering.
Okay, well, it's good that she's back with us tonight. And, again, I know you had to feel sorry for her before the last week being homecoming.
Nelson with a low-line drive, bouncy kick. Fielded on the 20-yard line by number 4. That's John Kelly. Kelly gets to the outside. Now you know why they kicked it like that. John Kelly's going to take it to the house.
All the way.
Nobody there. Touchdown, Oak Park Knights. John Kelly just showed outstanding speed in the play, and the Wildcats just couldn't bring him down. So John Kelly with the touchdown. That's going to make it 7-6 with 3:47. Watch the replay here, ladies and gentlemen. Tough kick. Wildcats down there. He made a little cut. Basically goes untouched. John Kelly, he is a 5'8" sophomore, and he's listed as a running back and safety. So Josh Nelson kicked the ball as a little bouncer. I'm sure that's what the coaching staff wanted him to do, but certainly that didn't work out well for the Wildcats.
Momentum very well needs to be kept up here on this one, despite the instant score on the kickoff there.
Well, that just means that the offense is going to get the ball back, and the Wildcats are still ahead 7-6. The extra point is no good. So the Wildcats have a 7-6 lead with just under 4 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Now, you look at the kicking game. You saw the punt earlier. You see the field goal there. Doesn't look like Oak Park has much of a kicking game. So if this game is close, that's an advantage for the Wildcats.
Get them down, and if you can keep them at a distance, their kicking game, again, like you said, isn't that well versed, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I still say they got a long way to go in this football contest.
Well, there is. There's a lot of ball to be played, and you see the speed that John Kelly possesses, and I'm sure that there's other guys on that Oak Park Knight team that are just as fast as Kelly. So that's the Wildcats' chore so far tonight, and tonight is to keep that speed contained and not let them get into open territory. Keep them bottled up, we're fine. Speed doesn't help you there, but, boy, they get in the open field, and that's trouble. So we got the Wildcats back to receive the kick, number 22, Jeremy White. And can't see the number on the
It's
other
like
one.
25 on the one. Maybe I'm
He's
wrong.
one of the up guys. So the Wildcats going to get the ball back for the third time. Let's see what kind of kick we got here. It's a good kick. It's over to the opposite side of White. Got a lot of room. There he goes.
Oh, he gets hit from the backside.
That looked like Mitchell Tilley.
They've already got some.
Tilley with a nice return. Again, Tilley's brother was a return specialist for the Wildcats about 4 years ago. 5 years ago, Zach Tilley. Nice job there by Tilley. Good field position for the Wildcats, starting on their own 37-yard line, Jim.
Looks like emotions are starting even to run high early on in the contest. We had a little pushing and shoving going on down there at 3:41 in the first quarter. You don't expect to see that in first quarter action, but we'll have to see how the tensions rise through the contest.
Glacier Wellington under center. Handoff, looks like it's Logan. Logan runs hard into the line. Gets up over the 40-yard line. 4-yard gain on the play, maybe 3. Much harder run there by number 19, Liam Logan, than on the first run. Now in Ben Line in.
3:18, the clock rolls, 7-6. The Cats lead it by 1. First quarter action here at the stadium tonight.
Wildcats, 2nd down and 7. Ball on their 40-yard line. Handoff, Ben Line. Ben runs hard. Tackled, hit at the line of scrimmage and gets about 2 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 4.
He got sandwiched by 3 of them, too.
Yep. Oak Park Knights versus the Oxford Wildcats, 2012 Oxford High School football.
I was saying if the Oak Park Knights were playing Lake Orion, they did time for the Dragon to slew the Knights. But,
yeah, there you go.
But we're not
I'll tell you, speaking of the Dragons, there's
Yeah.
a heck of a ball game right down the road here. The Dragons versus Clarkston.
Oh, wow.
That's 2 of the top 5 rated Division I
Clarkston Wolves and
the Lake Orion Dragons. 3rd down and 5, Wildcats. Hand the ball off to Ben Line. Ben's pushing and running hard. Ben on second effort.
Oh, gets a
Ben
first down
Line
ball.
on second effort. Now, I like to call him Benny because I've known him since he was 5 or 6 years old, and I always call him Benny. But when a man runs like that, you don't call him Benny, you call him Ben. That was a nice run by Ben right there.
Ben Line.
Ben Line, second effort, got him that first down. Good blocking at the point of attack. Got through that initial line and got the first down. Good job by the Wildcats. Ben Line, number 42.
I was going to sing Benny and the Jets, but probably not, eh?
No, don't sing, Jim.
Okay, I won't.
Okay, going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the Oak Park Knights 48-yard line.
He gets a touchdown, I'm singing.
No, sir.
Okay.
Hand up to the up back, Adorn. Adorn with a nice run, about 8-yard gain. Number 49, Zach Adorn.
That's a good tandem they got rolling, so the team can't, predict what's going to happen. I mean, Adorn and a line definitely seem that, they have the power to go through it all,
Well, let's, give some compliments to the coaching staff. They're mixing it up, going to the tailback, going to the fullback, and they even ran the quarterback one time so far. So the Oak Park Knights don't know who to key on as of yet. They haven't featured one back exclusively, so good job by the Wildcat offense. Wellington, again, to number 45, Adorn. Adorn pushes up over the 43-yard line for another first down for the Wildcats. Wildcats offense sure looks sharp so far today.
$1:20 right now as we sit here in the first quarter of action, 7-6. The Cats got a 1-point advantage. Oak Park still looking pretty tough out there. And
now, Jim, I want you to look at that monitor. Look at that screen. Isn't that awesome? Look at that.
Oh, look
work.
at that. I just
look
noticed
at that.
that.
Work that the
we don't even have
the
to
students are doing.
You know what?
That is a great job.
Next game, they ain't going to need me. That's all I do is give the score. Thank you, guys.
1st and 10
awesome.
for the Wildcats. Handoff, Ben Line. Ben over the right side, pushing hard. Ben Line. About another 4-yard gain. A good surge by that offensive line, giving Ben Line some room to run. Ben looks very healthy. That ankle seems to be all right. And, there's nothing like sitting on the sideline watching somebody do real well. Liam Logan did well. Ben Line might have said, I want my position back, so I'm going to have to work a little harder.
Well,
Ben sure looks like he wants to be the number 1 tailback.
Competition always breeds success, right?
That brings out the best in everybody.
I'm pretty good, aren't I? Thinking of that kind of stuff.
Glacier, number 10, takes the snap, hands the ball off to Line. The line over to the right side again, met by a host of Knights. Got back to the line of a scrimmage and maybe got a couple of feet.
20 ticks here. I'm not sure they're going to get another one off here before the end of the quarter.
There it is right on the screen again there, Jim. Yep. You're
Look
just
at that.
about,
Look at that. I'm about out of a job. I'm about out of a job.
Yeah. All right, so the Wildcats with a 7-6 lead so far here in the first quarter.
Look at that.
Good
I
job.
love that.
Good job by the Wildcats.
You know, the thing
Ben
is,
Line scored from a 7-yard run on the returning kickoff. The Oak Park Knights ran it in for a touchdown, but they missed their extra point.
How do they do that?
You're the one that went to Specs
I
Howard,
don't know.
not me.
I don't know how they do that. That's
well,
awesome.
It's because they have a pretty awesome teacher down there.
Yeah,
teaching them, and you got some great students.
Yeah, it's amazing. I tell you, it's the sad part about it is we got one more of these to do. And, this has been perfected, and it's just I want to do another one next week after that.
Well, I talked to Mr. Holiday earlier today, and he said that this is the first game that we've had a returning crew. So far, because of the early the newness of the whole program, they've had to let everybody do it once, and now you got some people that have done it more than a game now.
Great,
so
they've done a great job. I don't care.
Week it gets better every week.
It does.
So.
It's just awesome stuff.
Just like the Wildcat football team, every week they seem to be getting better. So far tonight, they've looked good. They've looked sharp on offense. Defense did a nice job. It sounds like the Lions, special teams.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll get that straightened out. I'm pretty sure the coaches will make some adjustments there.
I got to tell you something. You always get me for having too many hot dogs and okay, guess where I had dinner tonight? Friday night fish at the Legion.
Post 108.
I saw Brother Bill, and he told me to say hi to you.
Rory Zeman cooking in the back.
Yeah,
with Will the Thrill.
It was good. It was pretty good. Had to get here early, but Bill the Service said to say hi to you.
Will do. Okay, it's going to bring up a third down and about 6 for the Wildcats.
Second quarter of action.
They're now headed south. Hand off to Adorn. Adorn gets very close to that first down. The players are indicating it's a first down. Let's see what the Zebras say. And by Zebras, I mean referees. It looks like it's going to be a fourth down and a foot. No question what Coach Rowley's going to do here.
Exactly.
He's going to go for it.
Now, I'd have to ask, I think we have a gentleman from Oak Park here. Is the pink tonight for the Bruscare, or is that their normal uniform?
I do not know. I'm not from Oak Park.
Oh, you're not?
I'm with the Oakland Press.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I was just wondering.
We had a technical difficulty there. Jim thought the gentleman sitting next to us was with Oak Park. He's with the Oakland Press.
Yeah.
This is a high-profile game because the Wildcats are certainly a solid team, and Oak Park is going for a historic season here.
Exactly.
So certainly they have all the pink out there, and it could be for breast cancer awareness.
I think that's what it is.
Okay, fourth down. No, they did give him the first down, so it is a first down. Wellington rolls out, got an open receiver, throws it out there. Oh, a nice play by number 3, Brian Williams. He broke that pass up, kind of got in the way, but that was a well-designed play. Kyle Anderson was there. Ball went through his hands, but it was some interference by Brian Williams that might have broke his concentration.
Wow. That would have been great.
Nice play there by the Wildcats. Popped it, surprised him a little bit. It was nice. I didn't see him get that first down, but it was nice to see him get that. So it's going to bring up a second down and 10. Ball on the 31-yard line.
Clock not
for the
indicating
Wildcats.
That,
Wellington hands the ball off to Ben Line. Ben put his head down, going off that right side. Seemed to be following the right side of that offensive line. Kind of a trademark here at Oxford. Last year they had a big fella by the name of Colin Getz, who went up to Central Michigan on a football scholarship, and they followed him on that right side. So my guess is that's Money over there, number 73, Logan Money, that they're following. I'll see as they line up here. And it is.
Third down.
Logan Money. And number 68, Cody Roop.
Looks like about 3rd and 7 or so.
3rd and 7. Line over the left side this time. Hit early. Looks like about a 2-yard gain. Going to bring up a fourth down.
I think you're going to send Mask out there, I would think.
No. I won't send Mask out.
No.
They'll either kick a field goal or they'll go for it here on fourth down.
That's what I mean. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought Masco did that. Okay, no problem.
No, they are going to send out the field goal kicking team. Number 1, Josh Nelson. He's also a soccer player.
They played here last night at the junior varsity. I think had a soccer meet
both
last night.
Both varsity and JV did.
Yeah.
We are hosting a district soccer tournament here next week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. There'll be 5 soccer games for the boys. So this ball is going to be spotted at the 29-yard line, so it's a 39-yard kick, certainly within his range. Snaps low. Good job by number 31.
Off to the left.
Mitchell Tilley to get it down, but The kick is no good. I think the snap caused that problem. So
I wonder if there's any wind happening out there because I mean when Oak Park was down there for the extra point, it kind of went to the left as well.
Well, that big old flag over there is just limp on the pole, so there's not
probably
much
not
of a wind at all. So
probably not. So
the Wildcats will turn the ball over to the 20-yard line. The Oak Park Knights will take over with the lead 7-6 by the Wildcats. There's 10 minutes to go here before the half.
We're going to have to watch John Kelly here.
We got number 11, Delonte Johnson, in the backfield as quarterback. Hands the ball off to number 5. That's Mikael Washington.
Malik.
Yeah. Okay. Mr. Washington. Carried the ball for about 4 yards. Going to bring up a second down and 6. 9:40 to go here in the opening half football. Oxford Wildcats up 7-6. Thanks for joining us on Oxford Community TV at Oxford Wildcat Stadium, Oxford, Michigan. This is being beamed out worldwide on cable and on the internet.
Yeah, on the internet and on ATT-Uverse. We can be seen there as well. Wednesday nights, because of you.
Thank you very much.
And Saturday afternoons.
Deontay Johnson takes the snap. Falls back to pass. Throws. Hits his receiver. He's tackled immediately.
First down.
Nice hard throw. Threw the ball like a line drive. Number 17, Brandon Harding on the reception. That's a 6-foot senior, 185 pounds. Showed some good hands right there. It's going to be a first down for the Oak Park Knights. I hope your popcorn is good, because the popcorn here is great.
I got to get some at the half.
That's 8 minutes and 50 seconds away, Jim.
I'm tasting it. I've had the fish from the Legion, but I need some popcorn from the stadium.
Johnson in the shotgun. Takes the snap. It's a high snap. Hands it off in the backfield, but the host of Wildcats are there.
Washington for the Oak Park Knights. He doesn't get anywhere.
There's a host of Wildcats right there to feast on the Knights. So that's going to bring up a second down and 12. The JV and freshman ball teams won last night.
Okay.
Against the Oak Park Knights.
At their home stadium down there?
Yes.
Yeah, wow.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Both teams won, you said.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Going to bring up a second down and 12. The Knights. Johnson in the backfield, number 11. Snap is good. Looks like a read play. Hands the ball off. Nice job by the Wildcats. There's 3 Wildcats right there.
Is that number 5, you said?
I couldn't see who it was. There's too many Wildcats surrounding him. I think it was John Kelly.
Okay.
But there was too many Wildcats on him, had him covered up. Leader of the pack was number 45, Zach Adorn.
7:33, we sit here in the second quarter of action on a cool fall night, a cold football fall night. No rain, and that's a benefit, but it's good to have you here joining us via the television, as JR said. Come on down to the stadium next weekend. Check it out. We need you down here.
Crossover next week. I'll explain to you what that is in just a moment. Number 11, Washington in the backfield. It's going to bring up a third down and 12. Back to throw. Getting some pressure.
Great
Ball's
pass.
up in the air. Wide open receivers. Number 3, but he's out of bounds. Boy, there was a breakdown in coverage. Brian Williams was wide open, but good pressure by the defensive line caused the throw to go out of bounds.
One more foot, he'd have been in here, and he'd be off to the races.
Absolutely.
So somebody missed something out there.
Now, next week is what we call the crossover game. Oxford's in the white division, and the other division is the red division. So whatever place we are in, second, third, fourth, fifth, we'll play the equivalent on the other side. And right now, the conventional wisdom is either Stony Creek or Troy. So, and it'll be here at Oxford Stadium. Good snap. Kick is up. It's a much better kick than his first effort. Coming up the field, the ball's number 31, it looks like. That's Mitchell Tilley. Did a good job of catching that ball. And that's a big play, Jim, because if that ball hits the ground and bounces, it could bounce all the way down inside the 30 and inside the 20. So
right.
Tilley did a good job there holding on to the ball. Wildcats take over, and the ball on the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. 6:53 to go here in the opening half of football. The Wildcats lead 7-6.
7-6. Cats go on the board at 4:09 in the first, 3:47 for the Oak Park Knights, and we haven't seen anything since.
Number 10, Glacier Wellington. Hand off to number 45, straight ahead. That's Zach Adorn. About a 3-yard carry there. Wildcats been pounding the rock inside and having some success. Looks like the coaching staff for Oak Park's made a few adjustments. The running's getting a little bit tougher inside. So let's see what Wellington and his boys do. Coach Rowley in his traditional yellow pants.
You got to love that. That's tradition right there. And your Tigers are doing well. They picked one up at 6. I drove home late last night, and I was listening to that. 6-0. Got to love them West Coast games.
Verlander was amazing last night.
He said he was going to get it done, too.
Wellington fakes the handoff, rolls out, got Hadorn, who hits Hadorn on the pass.
First down.
Hadorn's got lots of room. Hadorn with the ball down and running hard inside the Oak Park 40, all the way down to the 36-yard line. Great throw by Wellington, well-designed play, great blocking. There was a very well-executed play by the Oxford Wildcats. Here it is. You watch, one of the things that makes Wellington such a tough quarterback to defend is he fakes the ball very well. Now, you didn't see it there in that replay, but here it is. Boy, he puts that ball on his hip, and you just can't see where it is. So he did a great job right there, and the Wildcats get a first down inside the 40-yard line.
That's all part of the offensive charge is being able to fake well.
Wellington to number 45, Adorn. Adorn bowling straight ahead, gets over the 35, down to the 34 for a second down and 7. Second and 8, actually. So Adorn having a big drive here.
Look at the size of Oak Park. I'm telling you, JR, they got some size on their side. I mean, just checking them out from up here, you can see.
They do have a nice ball club.
Number 54
so the Wildcats
is, okay.
Second down and 8.
241.
Line in the backfield with Adorn. Ball goes to Ben Line. Ben over the right side. Chopped down by number 5.
Got about 5 on it looks
Malik
like.
Washington, 5'7", 159-pound back. Took Ben Line down low, took him out. Going to bring up a third down and 6. So a big play here for the Wildcats. Into the lineup, number 19, Liam Logan. Ben Line coming out. He looks fine. Just normal switch up here. Wellington going in. So Wildcats need to get a first down here. They can run the clock out just about. It's 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the opening half. Wildcats looking to get another score. Wellington, handoff to Liam Logan. Liam with a nice cutback, pushing hard. Boy, they're trying to strip that ball.
I saw that. I did.
Liam puts both hands on there and doesn't let him do it. Nice job by Liam Logan. And he gets all the way up to about a 4th and 1. So just missed the first down, but puts him in a manageable 4th down position.
Yeah, I mean, he was spinning around in there, and he had, Knights all over him.
Wonder if Gladys Knight was here.
I didn't. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, going to bring up here's a big play early in the contest. 4 minutes to go. Wildcats 4th down and about 2 yards to go, or about 2 feet to go. Excuse me. Hand off to number 45, and he is smoked by number 12. That's Ashton Gray, and he is not going to get the first down. Ashton Gray read the play, hit Zach Adorn and brought him down. So Wildcats are going to turn it over on downs, give it to the Knights at the 27-yard line.
Not too bad of an area. I mean, if you're going to have to do it,
No, and that was why you figure it into the, you figure that if you do not get the first down, you're not hurting yourself field position-wise. You're a little bit far out for a field goal, and you certainly don't want to punt it there.
4:01 here left before they go to the locker room, and urge you to stay with us. I believe we're going to cover the halftime celebrations, as we always do.
Johnson in the backfield, hands the ball off to number 5, Malik Washington. Washington cuts back up the middle.
Wow.
Into a host of Wildcats.
He got welcome to Oxford there.
Yeah, he got 4 yards on his little welcome run. Going to bring up a second down and 6. Certainly the Wildcat defense has done a nice job on the offense of Oak Park so far early in this contest. The only score for Oak Park was about an 80-yard punt return. Oh, no, excuse me, it was a kickoff return. So here we go, second down and 6. Johnson in the backfield, gets the snap, pulls the ball out. It's read play, being chased down by number 78 for the Wildcats. Run out of bounds. That's Piper Thaler. He was run out of bounds not before he got the first down, though.
Right.
Wellington was the last man to get him out of bounds.
3:14 here. We sit on the clock before halftime here at the stadium tonight.
Going to be a third down.
Cats still lead this one by a 1 and dinero at 7-6.
Okay, we got a timeout on the field. The officials are calling a timeout. I think they want to get the
I think
down.
we might have went to a commercial. You know how they do that?
I don't know if we look at that number, big 65 right there.
What's that there? We got the floor.
That's the blue turf, Jim.
There it
For
is.
those of you that haven't had a close-up look at it, there's a good look at the blue turf.
That was awesome.
So they're going to measure to see if Oak Park got the first down. I'm sure the coaching staff for the Knights was urging the referees to do
chain gang.
Our veteran chain gang.
How many years have they been doing this?
There's a couple of those guys down that have been down there doing it for over 20 years.
There you go. And
Close to 30. So it's going to be a third down, 1 yard to go.
Kind of where Oxford was a few minutes ago.
A couple of these guys that are on that chain gang were over at the old Pontiac Street. That's how long they've been doing it. So
I remember that school. So it was that scoreboard, actually.
Yeah. All right, going to bring up a third down and a yard for the Knights. This is a big play for the Wildcats.
3:14 on the clock here.
Wildcats have the lead 7-6. A missed extra point by the Oak Park Knights. The difference in the contest so far. So number 11, Delante Johnson in the backfield. He's well aware of the 1 yard that he needs. Takes the handoff or snap. Hands it to number 5. He gets a little seam and a spin. Number 5, that's Malik Washington. Malik easily got the first down and much more.
Yep.
Stopped just shy of the 50-yard line. First down for the Knights. Ball that's spotted at the 48-yard line of Oak Park.
John Kelly checks back into the lineup for the Oak Park Knights. Washington takes a step up.
Number 77 is a big fella. That's
quarterback.
Harrison Shelby. Number 10, Nate Sims into quarterback.
Thank you. Getting some help from our Oakland Press affiliate. What's your name?
Number 10,
Patrick?
Nate Sims. He's
Thanks,
a senior,
Patrick.
6 foot, 185 pounds. Now at the helm. Takes the snap, back to throw. Wow, what an arm. Nice shot, intercepted. It's Brendan Orr. Brendan Orr with the interception on the tip ball. Orr breaks it to the outside. Caught from behind. Nice job there by the Wildcat defense. Brendan Orr using the tip drill, takes the interception.
That was
a great throw by Nate Sims. Now let's look at this replay. You'll see that the Wildcats are defending it well. It's tipped up in the air by number 14. That's Brubaker. Brubaker tipped it up, and number 28, his teammate, Brennan Orr, was the recipient of a great play. So now the Wildcats stop Oak Park again. They get the ball on their own 35-yard line with just 2:25 to go in the opening half.
On a powerful offensive charge by Oak Park, that takes a little bit of gas and a little bit of wind out of the sail.
That slows that momentum down for sure, Jim. And that was a great throw by Sims. He certainly has a strong arm. No. So the Wildcats roll out with Wellington. Wellington throws the ball. That's out to Tilley, number 31, and that's a first down just shy of the 50-yard line. Well-designed play. Nice throw by Glacier Wellington. Coming up to the 2-minute mark here in the opening half. The Wildcats, with the only turnover so far, caught the interception.
Kind of a fast-paced ball game so far tonight.
Well, both teams have certainly run the ball more than they passed it, so that keeps that clock rolling. Snap to Wellington. Wellington rolls off to his left, pulls up, throws the ball. Caught. Nice job.
Short of the first down.
Number 15, Michael Cleland, was right there, but Tilley brought the ball in and just shy of the first down.
So you go to the air now. You confuse them a little bit. You were pounding it down the field. Now you're back in the air again.
Well, you certainly got to watch the clock. You got 3 timeouts. Now they use one of them, does Oxford. It gives them 2 for the final 154. But certainly you want to move the ball quickly, and you can do that in the air. And Wellington's arm looks really good tonight. So the Wildcats with a 7-6 lead, as you can see on our high-resolution graphic there.
I still got to figure out how they do that. 1:54 left.
Now, Jim, they've got this school a little south of here called Specs Howard.
I went to it.
Maybe they could teach you how to do that down there. Maybe you go to an alumni.
I'm gonna go to Mr. Holliday's video class because they're learning a lot.
Well, and they're doing a great job. Look at that picture.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Well, with the exception of that one coach in there. He's kind of ugly, but I won't say which one it is. So the Wildcats, 7-6, got the lead, 1:54 to go. They got the ball on the 43-yard line of Oak Park, and they're moving.
Looks like the Oxford band is lining up to champion themselves across the field. Obviously, there's no homecoming tonight. It's all the band tonight, so
Look
that's
at the
kind of cool.
student section there. They're all fired up. They're all freezing up. It is a cold night here tonight. But
They're
it's dry.
excited.
Okay, here we go. Glacier Wallington.
$1:54 on the clock. It's 7-6. Will they go in? Let's find out.
Second down, 1 yard to go. Wallington fakes a handoff, rolls it out. Got one man chasing him. He puts the ball down, gets over the 40-yard line, and he's going to get a first down. Nice job by Wallington. Number 12, Ashton Gray, was right there putting pressure on him, but he outran him, got around the corner, and got the first down. And the good news is when you do that, get a first down in high school football, while they move the chains, they stop the clock. So it's a benefit.
$1:47 right now. We're chewing away here. An Oxford offensive charge.
39-yard line. Wildcats have the ball.
On an interception that was picked up a bit earlier.
Wallington hands the ball off to Liam Logan. Liam running very hard. Gets pushed back at the 35-yard line. But Liam Logan running with an attitude right there. That's the way you want to run.
Got about 5 yards on that.
Logan's hurt. Logan's down on the turf.
Oh, that's
he
not
got
good.
snapped back. I don't know if you could see it, Jim, but he did come back. I don't know if he got bent over or smacked his head on the turf. He does look like
he is in a lot of pain right now.
Looks like he's in a lot of pain, and that usually indicates it's a knee.
McDonald's on his way. Mr. McDonald's out there already. Coach Rowley's out there.
Andrew McDonald, trainer extraordinaire. Our cheerleaders are taking a knee and hoping for the best.
He
Liam
just
Logan
started pounding the blue, and
he's pounding the turf, no question. Liam was a senior and has done a great job so far for the Wildcats. It'd be a shame to have a
Oak Park down on their knee.
Here.
Oak Park down on their knees too, as their voice of respect. You got to hand that to them.
Okay, Liam up. Yeah, it's his right knee, and no pressure whatsoever on it. And his teammates, number 17, Marty Gianola, and one of the coaches are helping him off. Liam Logan is a tough kid, and he's a wrestler. And let's hope that that's not a serious injury to affect his wrestling program this year, because he is an integral part of that state caliber wrestling team.
Right.
So
yeah, well, always hope his knee is okay here.
Yep.
Well, they'll McDonald will attend to him down there. I'm sure we'll get some kind of word here what's going on.
1:30 to go here in the opening half. Wildcats with the ball, second down and 6. Ball on the 35-yard line. Wallington drops back, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, throws. Actually, it looks like he was trying to throw that away. His intended receiver was number 17, Marty Gianola, but he threw it in an effort that no one was going to catch it except Marty. And live to fight another down here. So we got third down and 6, ball on the 35-yard line. Smart decision by the sophomore quarterback. It looked like everybody was covered. They were coming to the short side of the field, and he didn't have anywhere to go, so he just fired it through the arms and the hands of Marty Gianola.
$1:18 right now in this second quarter of action. The locker room is where they head after this one.
Wallington takes the snap. Hands the ball off to Ben Line. Ben Line pushing
First
hard.
down.
Ben Line with the first down. Benny Line is running very well tonight. He's running with a purpose. Nice job by that number 42, that sophomore tailback. Excuse me, he's a junior.
And that'll
junior
stop.
tailback.
And that'll stop your clock once again.
1:13 to go. Wildcats on the move.
Now they're down within field goal range if they need to.
Well,
but
that's a long one, but let's see what they want 7 here. Wellington.
Clock's rolling.
Hands the ball off to Line. Line gets over the 25-yard line down to the 24.
59 ticks. The clock's their enemy right now.
Wildcats with 2 timeouts left. They're playing the clock well here.
Will they spike it?
No, they're not going to spike it. They've got plenty of time. It's a second down.
47 seconds right now.
Wallington back, hands the ball to the line over the right side, pushing the pile.
Looks like it might
That's
be
what
a
the
first
Wildcats
down.
like to do. Timeout called by the Wildcats. Good job, 36 seconds to go here in the opening half. Wildcats close to a first down there. Going to bring up a third down in about 2 feet. Wildcats use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, so they have 1 left. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. Lake Orion is ahead of Clarkston right now, 7-6.
Logan looks like he might be up trying to walk this one out. Might have. Well, it looks like he's doing some pretty good walking on the side here.
Logan's up. That indicates it may not be too serious of a knee injury, but chances are they won't put him back in the ballgame the way Ben Line's running right now. You don't need to aggravate that and hurt it any more than it's already hurt as it is now. Just good to see him up and walking. Number 19, Liam Logan. We've got the crossover. If we win this game, we win the crossover game, we qualify for the state tournament, and that's where we'll need Liam the most. So we got a third down and 1 foot to go for the Wildcats. 36 ticks on the clock. They have 1 timeout left. But remember, if they get the first down here, the clock will stop so the chains can move. So it's not crucial.
I'm glad to see Logan up on his feet. I mean, I'm not sure they're going to put him in for the rest of the game or anything, but he looks like he's getting around better than he ever was there.
Okay, Wellington back, hands the ball to the line. Line had a big hole, gets the first down. Keep pushing more. See number 78, Piper Thaler, pushing
31
hard.
31 ticks on the clock, JR.
30 seconds to go. They're right up to the line of scrimmage. Wallington looks over the D. They obviously called 2 plays in the huddle there. Wallington back, fakes a handoff the line. Got lots of room over on the right side, but throws it to Gianola. Gianola puts his head down, gets hit by number 4, John Kelly.
20 seconds, 19, it ticks away.
Wildcats call their final timeout. Looks like Kyle Anderson got to the referee and called a timeout. So that's going to leave the Wildcats with no timeouts with the ball second down on the 8-yard. Let's see, what is that? About the 8-yard line. Still could get a first down, get inside the 3.
18.7 ticks on the clock here. On I'd say a great, offensive charge for the Wildcats in this campaign, other than the injury of Logan down there. I mean,
the key thing now is the timeouts. Now, the game clock says that they have 2 left, but I'm quite certain they have 0 left. And we're having some technical difficulties with the clock.
I think the only thing we have on the clock are the score and the time. That's all I think we have.
But the problem now, because they took that last time out there, they have to go to the air on this play. Otherwise, they won't be able to stop the clock and kick a field goal. So I don't know if the coaching staff really wanted that to be a timeout, but nonetheless it was. So we'll have to decide what to do here.
Well, you got what you have there. You got to play with what's coming to you. It's 18.7 ticks.
So the Wildcats come to the line of scrimmage. Under 20 seconds to go, as Jim said. They have the lead, 7-6, but they got the ball on the 8-yard line, 18 seconds before the half. Wellington talking to the referee, letting him know what he wants to do. I think you're going to see an option rollout here. Wellington will have a chance to run the ball or throw it. Nope, they hand it to Benny Line. They trick him up. Benny Line does he get into the end zone? But he certainly got the first down, so that'll stop the clock. Stop the clock.
We had the clock go down too.
9 seconds, rolling. They're going to call it a touchdown. Nice job by the Wildcats. Ben Line, 42, powered the ball in from 8 yards on. Benny Line. Now watch this play here. All right, well, we didn't get a chance to see much of it, but Ben did cross the line. Good job by the Wildcats.
And the clock actually ticked down 3 more seconds. I mean, to be in all fairness, yeah.
So here we go. Wildcats on for the extra point. Josh Nelson. Snaps good. Tilly gets it down, and it is up through the uprights.
14-6.
With 8 seconds to go, the Wildcats take a commanding 14-6 lead. Zach Line with his second touchdown run, 1 of 7 yards and 1 of 8 yards. Ben Line, do not call me Benny. And great job by the offensive line there, pushing forward and breaking that hole open. Now, I'm sure Oak Park thought the same thing I did, that with the time, no timeouts, that they were going to have to turn around and roll out and do something like that. But, no, they didn't do it. They crossed them up and ran the ball. So that's a gutsy call by your Wildcat coaching staff. So the Wildcats are going to, now you have to be careful here because this is the same time as when they ran the ball back for Oak Park earlier. What do you got there, Jimmy?
I got Benny and the Jets here.
That's the Ben Lyons theme song, Benny. So here we go. Josh Nelson with the ball up on the tee.
I'm probably aggravating everybody down there in the sound area, but
No,
Benny
but
and the Jets.
I see two cameramen dancing, so I don't know if that's...
There you go.
All right, short kick. One of the up back field it. And number 54 gets it. He pitches the ball to try to make something happen.
0.9, is that...
54, Michael Tusky.
You still got time on the clock, too.
Wrapped up the running back, and he tried to pitch the ball.
Wow.
To make something happen.
0.9 of a second means it will get...
So they get one snap of the ball here, so the Wildcats just need to go deep center field and make sure that nobody gets beyond them. Nice first half of football by the Wildcats, but I preface that by saying first half. You know, they did have a 10-0 lead on the Lake Orion Dragons earlier this year.
Yeah.
And couldn't hold on in the second half. But they have played very well today on defense. They played very well today on offense. The only score for Oak Park was on a 80-yard kickoff return.
Back at 3:47 in the opening quarter.
So here we go. One snap because there's 9/10 of a second on the clock.
That's going to be it. The clock is
Hand
gone
off,
down, and it is it.
Okay, handoff straight ahead. So at the end of the first half, you got the Wildcats over the Oak Park Knights, 14-6. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around and watch that Oxford Wildcat man.
We'll pick it up after that. Second half of football on OCTV. Check it out, OCCTV.org.